There are moments when the world seems suspended, time stretches, sound fades, and the heart loses its rhythm. It's as if the soul, exhausted from struggle, simply watches the waves of life break in silence. Yet it's precisely in those still moments that the true journey begins, not the one made with the feet, but with the courage to descend into the depths of the soul and find, among the ruins, the sacred refuge of awareness. Have you ever wondered why sadness feels like an endless ocean? Or why the heart insists on starting over after so many falls? The answer lies in the nature of pain itself. It doesn't come to destroy us, but to teach us. Pain is a silent teacher, and every tear is a hidden lesson. When we stop resisting what we feel, we realize that even wounds can carry wisdom. And if you're here now reading this, it's because something inside you seeks that same light. So take a deep breath. Ease the tension from your shoulders, and if you can, like, subscribe, and share this journey with someone who needs peace. Every act of sharing is a ripple of serenity, and the world needs more of that. 1. The tears that heal. Tears are the secret rivers of the soul. They flow when words no longer suffice, when pain turns liquid and seeks a way out. Crying is a silent prayer, a plea for relief, made not with lips, but with the heart. In Buddhist wisdom, suffering is inevitable, but attachment to suffering is optional. To cry is to surrender that attachment, to let the current carry away what no longer serves you. Each tear that falls is a confession of humanity. It's the body saying, I felt, I lived, I'm still here, and there is immense beauty in that surrender. Tears are not weakness, they are courage, the courage to face yourself without masks. They cleanse the soul, allowing light to return where darkness once dwelled. After tears come peace, a gentle quiet born from release. 2. The garden of gratitude. Sadness is an inner winter, and gratitude the first ray of sun that melts the frost. Inside each of us lies an invisible garden made of memories, gestures, and small blessings. When we choose to see through the lens of gratitude, the world shifts in color. Gratitude transforms scarcity into abundance, absence into presence. To be grateful is not to deny pain, but to recognize it as part of growth. Even the thorns have meaning, for they teach us the worth of blooming. When we learn to thank even what we don't understand, nothing is truly lost. Everything becomes wisdom. Imagine walking through this inner garden. The fragrance of flowers is the laughter of friends. The wind's touch is a memory of kindness, and sunlight filtering through leaves is the memory of every moment you survived. Nurture this garden with kind thoughts, and it will blossom even after the storm. 3. The mirror of self-care. To care for yourself is the first act of genuine love. In moments of sadness, we tend to abandon ourselves, as if pain made us unworthy of tenderness. But self-care is the journey home, the embrace you give yourself when no one else can. It's not just about candles and calm baths. It's about respecting your own rhythm, saying no when your soul asks for rest, and realizing that slowing down is also progress. Self-care is the soft breeze that clears the fog. It doesn't erase pain, but helps you see through it. So if these words touch you, don't keep the light for yourself, share it. Like, subscribe, and send it to someone who needs to remember that self-love is the compass that guides us through storms. 4. The body as a temple. The body is the temple of the soul, the sacred place where emotions move and transform. When movement stops, sadness finds a place to settle. Dancing, walking, painting, singing, every motion is a kind of meditation. Movement turns sorrow into rhythm, and rhythm into healing. Imagine dancing in the rain. Each drop against your skin reminds you that you still feel, still breathe, still live. Through movement, pain becomes expression, and expression becomes beauty. A brushstroke on a canvas, a song sung from the chest, all are ways to tell the universe, I'm still here. Even stillness can be movement when done with awareness. Each breath is a prayer, each heartbeat proof that life insists on loving you. 5. The power of connection. Sadness builds walls, love builds bridges. When loneliness feels infinite, it's human connection that brings back light. A kind word, an understanding look, a long embrace, sometimes that's all it takes to awaken hope. We don't have to be strong all the time. True strength often lies in admitting we need help. To reach out is an act of courage and humility. When we share pain, it divides. When we share love, it multiplies. In another's eyes, we find reflections of ourselves, reminders that we are made of the same fragile, luminous matter. Connection reminds us that humanity breathes as one, and no soul needs to heal alone. 6. The mind as a garden. The mind is fertile ground, and thoughts are seeds. If we plant fear and self-criticism, we harvest anxiety and despair. But if we plant hope, compassion and patience, the garden thrives. The key is awareness, watching thoughts drift by without clinging to them. Buddhism teaches that we are not our thoughts. We are the one who observes them. When we witness without judgment, the mind quiets and the heart expands. Each kind thought is sunlight breaking through the clouds. Replace "why did this happen to me" with "what can this teach me?" That small shift changes suffering into wisdom. Serenity blooms when we realize that even the storm has beauty when seen with open eyes. 7. Faith as an anchor. Faith is the invisible thread that keeps us from drowning when life's waves rise high. It doesn't remove fear, but gives us courage to face it. To have faith is to trust that there's purpose even in pain, that every fall hides the seed of rebirth. Hope is faith's sister, the eternal flame that glows when darkness surrounds us. Even when the path is unclear, hope whispers, "Keep walking, the light is near." And courage is faith in motion, the trembling step forward that says, "I believe even without proof." Together, faith, hope, and courage form the trinity that anchors the soul. 8. The light of return. At the end of this journey, you'll see that the destination was never the goal, it was the walk itself. Healing is not an endpoint, but a state of awareness. Sadness will visit again, but now you'll know how to greet it not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Serenity is born when we stop fleeing from life and start dancing with it. Every tear was needed. Every absence was a lesson. Every wound was a door to growth. If these words sparked something in you, let that light shine onward. Like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to remember that even the darkest night ends in dawn. May peace be not just your destination, but the path you choose every day.